City's 29-kilometer metro line from New Garia to airport is busy progressing with whatever resources they have. With very little workforce and lockdown restrictions in hand, work of the metro project doesn't seem to be affected. Under Phase 1, RVNL plans to open 5 metro stations from New Garia to Ruby. Roughly 5 kilometers of double-line tracks have been already laid along the viaduct between New Garia and VIP Bazaar. Recently, pieces of steel aluminium third rails have been received. As and when other components of the third rail are received, they will be attached along the running rails. Work for the New Garia or Subhash metro station has progressed a lot. The huge 4-story metro station is being developed to serve the airport line immediately and the Baruipur line sometime in future. The old and the new metro stations will be connected together with a subway. Basically, the underground subway that exists under the platforms of existing Subhash metro station will be extended further to the airport line station. This way, all the platforms of the metro station will be accessible from the subway. Right now, architecture works of Subhash metro station is underway. Finishing works of the metro station has been started. Soon, works of the electrical systems, signaling systems and other ancillary factors will be started. Meanwhile, the 430-meter long ramp that will connect the viaduct with the metro station has been constructed. A pedestrian subway has been also constructed underneath. On the rooftop, a couple of platforms with a space for 2 parallel tracks have been provisionally built. This facility will be used by the proposed New Garia-Baruipur metro corridor that is yet to be sanctioned by the Ministry of Railways. To protect the structure from corrosion, the space for the tracks have been covered using a long temporary shed. When the Baruipur metro will be materialized in future, this shed will be dismantled and tracks will be laid. This is the exact point where the trains of Baruipur metro will terminate in future. In the first phase, commercial operations will be commenced from New Garia to Ruby. Although most of the stations are almost complete, some sort of problems were consistently haunting RVNL. 2 metro stations at Kalikapur and Ruby had serious issues with exit gates. There were problems where the Kolkata Metropolitan Development Authority had delayed their process of issuing permission to RVNL for constructing multiple gates of these stations. Recently, letters are being exchanged and hopefully the problem will be solved in a few months. Another roadblock for immediate operations was 160-meter long gap in viaduct above Kalikapur crossing. Luckily, RVNL has been permitted a diversion to facilitate the construction a few months ago. This stretch will also include the first special span of the metro line, where a 50-meter long deck will be built using composite steel girders above the canal. As civil works are nearing completion, the surge in COVID-19 made an impact on the project. The lockdowns are in place, laborers and staffs often face transport issues. As a result, all metro projects in the city are facing a crisis of labor now. But the project is being continued with whatever manpower they have. A vaccination camp was also conducted on Saturday for the associated staffs. Hopefully everything will be sorted out soon, but situation may take time to shape up for the commercial run. Contract for the CBTC signaling system is yet to be awarded. As per the documents, commercial operations will begin at least after 24 months of awarding the contract. So this clears up the confusion. No commercial run before 2023. This also applies to the Joka-Taratala section of the other metro line, that is Line-6 of Kolkata Metro. But laying of tracks, third rails and current situation of civil structures indicate that the trial runs and the testings may commence by middle of next year. As the depot at New Garia made significant progress by far, the first CRRC Dalian train set will soon be transferred here. At least 4 more trains are expected to be received from China by next year for testing purpose. Then onboard signaling equipments will be installed and all of them will be rigorously tested on the tracks. As the first phase opens, the line will soon be extended to Science City or Beleghata and then again to Salt Lake Sector 5 by 2024. In the meantime, a large depot will be constructed at New Town for which land acquisition is already underway. Then, the services can further be extended up to airport. As far as the rolling stock is concerned, 14 more train sets will be required for the line apart from the Daniels. Sources say that the railways are in talks with BEML for supply of the broad gauge metro rakes for the city that may be placed here or elsewhere. However, the decision is not final and no official release have been published as such. For more on India's infrastructure projects, please subscribe to our channel MetroRail blog and have a nice day.